you are into sustainable mobility business. So tell us how is it growing in past year, and what is your anticipation for the current year?
As we have seen, and the numbers are also evident from the RTO portal, the adoptability or the acceptance of the EVs have increased. These are due to many reasons. One is the increased customer awareness, a shift towards sustainability, reduced upfront cost of the EVs, and obviously the better technologies. Seeing that, we are seeing a huge potential and huge growth in terms of penetrations of the numbers in the whole EV space, whether it's two wheelers, three wheeler, or four wheelers. Two wheelers being a major shareholder of the automobile market, we see a huge penetration and acceptance of the product in the market today.
Within the market there is a competition, huge competition, and there are lot of big company, big giants are there with a heavy investment. So how startups like you are growing, and what's your take on this?
So, with huge competition comes new technologies and new developments, I would say. This is not a proven or an already developed technology. We are still on the developing stage. So, with more and more startups coming up, with big giants collaborating with the small startups for on the some part of the technology level, there might be many advancements in the industry, which is obviously healthy for the ecosystem. There are big giants in the industry who have a lot of investments in terms of the distribution network, but even the small startups have different technologies to bring up to the table. And I think an effective collaboration between these two will create a healthy ecosystem out there.
So you were in panel, how was that experience?
The panel was really good. We had a mix of from the finance part, from the recycling portion, from the and the charging station, and we being as an OEM. So it was a very healthy discussion on how the whole ecosystem would work, from an OEM producing a product, giving services, to a financer facilitating it, to a recycler talking about the end of life, and to the charging infrastructure person who's talking about the infrastructure. So it was a very healthy discussion, and I hope we will able to provide some good insights on the same.
Next question is charging. You have talked about charging is a major issue in EV industry, and safety for battery is also another issue. We have seen news where fire in battery and vehicles have been reported. So what's the safety measures taken by your firm and your company? And the next thing is what about charging issue and infrastructure in India?
So talking about the safety, when we say we make vehicles for the true Bharatiya, that is for the families, safety is the first thing we have to keep in mind while building our products. So our products are AIS 156 phase 2, phase 3 compliant, that is the recent norms by the government on the battery safety. We also work on the motor controller wiring level to ensure safety. Our wirings are all Teflon protected. Powertrain is all IP67, which ensures the safety of the product throughout, which avoids all these fire incidents. Even the batteries, we working closely with the battery manufacturers, are now coming up with good cell balancing, software detections, and the software level. A lot of work is going on to ensure this safety. Talking about the charging infrastructure, now the infrastructure again can be divided into two parts. One is the simple home charging method. Your scooter charger is just like a laptop charger. You plug it in and that's all. So for the shorter range and commute, I don't think charging infrastructure is a problem, and that is where the adaptability has increased. Talking about the tier 1 or the long distances when you need a fast charger, yes, the ecosystem is working. So it's like a chicken and egg story. The more the number of vehicles, more the number of charging stations. So this is a loop that is going on, and we are sure we will be able to find out and break through this loop and create more standardizations in terms of battery and battery charging.
One last question. Affordability for EV is a major challenge nowadays, and people in tier 2 and tier 3 cities are also looking for these kind of innovative vehicles. So what's your take on this? What are your moves to move to capture that particular market segment?
So yes, affordability is an issue when we say the EVs are today 25% on a higher range than what traditional ICs are. We need to understand it has different phases to it. While the total cost of ownership of the EVs is still lesser than an IC vehicle, definitely the upfront cost is much higher. For this, we are working with a lot of financiers to give them attractive financing discount, lower down payment. That is what we can work with the finance ecosystem. Also, we are giving them an option of getting battery as a swapping network. So the upfront cost, the total among the total cost of EV, battery holds the major share of that cost. If you provide them battery as a swapping network, definitely your upfront cost of the EV will reduce. So battery will just be like a fuel to your vehicle. So these are some solutions we are giving so that the tier 2, tier 3 affordability can also be increased in the EV segment.
So thank you for talking with us. It was pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.